Hi, I'm Mike Palmer. This is a short video on Phil Scott's record as Governor of Vermont. In 2016, Governor Scott campaigned on the promise to grow the economy, make Vermont more affordable, and protect the most vulnerable. In every State of the State and budget address over the last 9 years, Governor Scott has repeated those goals. In this short video, I present a report card on Governor Scott's stewardship. Has he achieved the objectives he set out in 2016? How is Vermont doing after 9 years of having Scott in charge? Every governor and every agency of government must have a strategic plan, a detailed statement of what it wants to achieve, the resources needed to reach those goals, and a set of intermediate projects that will get you to the ultimate objective. So, what strategic plan does Governor Scott have for growing the economy, making Vermont more affordable, and protecting the most vulnerable? This is a picture of the State of Vermont website on Governor Scott's vision and strategic priorities. Let's click on Current Strategic Plan and see what it says. Oh no, it literally says Site under maintenance. Strategic Plan is currently under maintenance. Thank you for your patience. In short, Vermont is adrift with no competent leader at the helm. Governor Scott is absent without leave. So, on strategic planning, the governor gets an F. He has not done the work at all. There's no plan against which we, the voters, can hold him accountable. What about his stewardship on health care? Here, it's a runaway train of costs and premiums increasing by double digits every year. Tens of thousands of Vermonters carry medical debt. 187,000 can't afford to see a primary care doctor. He has no plan and has done nothing of consequence to fix the problem. Governor Scott gets an F on health care. Let's turn to housing. This is a house in Burlington, Vermont that's currently on the market for $849,000. If anything, the housing story is worse than the health care report. 92% of Vermonters can't afford a median-priced new home. Housing is not available. Vermont has one of the highest rates of homelessness in the nation. An honest grade must be an F here too. What about Vermont schools? On education, Governor Scott is addressing the school budget problem by proposing to close schools in small communities. Fourth grade reading scores are declining, while states with fewer resources, such as Mississippi, have made measurable gains. He is ignoring health care costs, which are the main driver of school budget problems. He gets a D- only because he has at least taken action, ill-considered though it might be. What's the story of the cost of living in Vermont? Affordability is one of Governor Scott's 3 recurring goals. Here, too, Governor Scott has failed miserably. At least 45% of Vermont households fall short of a livable income by $10,000 to $20,000 a year. Property taxes have gone up more than 40% in 5 years. In a February 2026 interview with the Boston Globe, Governor Scott admitted that Vermont is not more affordable than it was when he took office. People tell him they just can't afford to live in Vermont anymore. In 2020, the General Assembly passed the Global Warming Solutions Act over Governor Scott's veto. It would have put us on track to reduce greenhouse gas emissions to do our part in combating the climate crisis. Vermont missed the 2025 emissions target because Scott and his administration have sat on their hands. It has been sued for failing to comply. Meanwhile, 500-year floods continue to devastate Montpelier and other parts of the state. Working families have been hit hardest by Governor Scott's failure to do his job. He repeatedly vetoed legislative increases to the minimum wage. He vetoed paid family leave. He vetoed the Child Care Expansion Act. His response to every proposal to help working families has been a flat no, and he has no plan of his own to help them. On almost every subject, Governor Scott's record earns an F. He has vetoed more than 3 times the number of bills as any previous governor of the state. Governor No has got to go. On November 3, I'm voting for Amanda Janneau. How about you vote for her too? I'm Mike Palmer. Thanks for watching.